Here we begin. Good morning, boys. Today is 6th of July 2021, fourth period, Tuesday, time 11:20 to 12 p.m. Balancing of redox reactions. Okay. So I proceed further. Balancing of redox reactions is normally done by two methods: oxidation number method and ion electron method. Now, normally in the competitive examination, they prefer, they give questions which are to be balanced by an electron method. That's why an electron method becomes much more important. But I will teach you both the methods. First, I will begin with the oxidation number method. Okay. So let us proceed further. Balancing of redox reactions by oxidation number method. Okay. So first, I'll write down a question over here. Example: balance. Please keep your exercise copies ready and copy this question. Balance the following equation by oxidation number method. Okay. Balance the following equation by oxidation number method. The equation I am writing it down: Cr2O7 minus 2 dichromate ion plus Fe plus 2 plus H plus, it is an ionic equation, H plus, giving Cr plus 3 plus Fe plus 3 plus H2O. Okay. So we are required to balance this equation by oxidation number method. So how to do this balancing? Okay. Solution. Now I request you to copy this equation. If you do not copy this equation and then follow as I say, then you will find problem understanding it. So it is very important that those who are attending the class just now, please follow my instructions and do as I say. It is my request. Okay. I will teach you in a flexible manner. This method I'll teach you in a flexible manner. There is no hard and fast rule of how to balance, which method to follow. Okay, which steps to follow. We can jump a number of steps. Later on, even you can balance this mentally also. Okay, just in 2 or 3 steps it is possible. Okay, now once you have copied the equation, so what you do is write down the oxidation number of all the atoms like yesterday we have done. Write down the equation first: Cr2O7 minus 2 plus Fe plus 2 plus H plus 1 Cr plus 3 plus Fe plus 3 plus H2O. So after copying this equation in the solution part, write the oxidation number of all the atoms above the given radicals or molecules. Okay. Now see, we start with dichromate ion. Oxygen oxidation number is minus 2. So I am writing above it. So if you do it mentally, 7 2s are minus 14 plus 2x is equal to minus 2. So 2x will be equal to minus 14. If you take that side becomes plus 12. So plus 12 divided by 2 becomes plus 6. So oxidation number of chromium is plus 6. It is plus 6. Okay. So we have got oxidation number of chromium plus 6, oxygen is minus 2, iron Fe plus 2 is Fe plus 2 only, hydrogen it is plus 1 only, chromium it is plus 3, over here iron is plus 3. In water molecule, oxidation number of hydrogen is plus 1, oxygen is minus 2. Okay. Now look at the equation very, very carefully and see what are the elements whose oxidation numbers are changing. So atoms showing change in oxidation number. Watch very carefully. Chromium, see, chromium, it is changing from +6 to +3. Chromium is changing from +6 to +3. Okay, is that clear? Chromium is changing from +6 to +3. Is this clear, boys? Is this clear, boys? Okay. So when chromium is changing from +6 to +3, is it increase in oxidation number or decrease in oxidation number? It decrease. So decrease in oxidation number means what? What is it? Reduction. Very good. Very good. So this part is reduction. This part is reduction. So now check the other atoms also. Oxygen -2. This side oxygen is -2. No change. Iron +2 over here +2. Iron over here +3. So iron is changing. Iron is changing. See, iron is changing. The oxidation number of iron is changing from +2 to +3. So is it increase or decrease of oxidation number? Is it increase? So what does increase mean? Oxidation. Very good. So this part is oxidation. This part is oxidation. Okay. So reduction, oxidation. Clear? Okay. Now before proceeding further, what we can do in this step only, balance the atoms of chromium. First, balance the chromium atoms. On the left hand side, there are 2 chromium atoms. On the right hand side, there is 1 chromium atom. So put 2 over here. So chromium atom is balanced. So balance the chromium atom on both the sides. So after balancing, you check. Over here, chromium 2 atoms. If we have 1 chromium atom to become this chromium to become +6 to +3, how many electrons must be taken by it? 1 chromium atom, I'm writing the equation once more, okay? 1 chromium atom to Cr +3 plus Fe +3 plus H2O. Now, over here I have balanced the equation. Now we know the oxidation number also, +6 -2. This is +2. This is +1. This is +3. This is +3. This is +1 -2. Now, for 1 chromium atom to change its oxidation number from +6 to +3, how many electrons will it take? Accept. Tell me. How to make +6 into +3? How to make? How many electrons? 3 electrons. Very good. Others are not speaking only. To change +6 oxidation number to +3 oxidation number, we have to provide how many electrons? We have to provide 3 electrons. Very good. So 1 chromium atom will accept 3 electrons. But how many chromium atoms are there? How many are there? How many? 2. So I will multiply it. So 2 chromium atoms will take total how many electrons? It will take 6 electrons. Just check. It is 6 electrons. Are you getting it? So 2 chromium atoms will receive 6 electrons to become Cr +3. Okay. So 2 Cr +6 will receive 6 electrons to become 2 Cr +3. That part is done. Understood this part, boys? Understood? Okay. Now look at the iron part now. Iron, because it is only chromium and iron whose oxidation numbers are changing. So you must not bother with any other element after that. Now look, iron, 1 atom of iron, Fe +2, it is becoming Fe +3, no? So how will Fe +2 become Fe +3? Is it by losing electron or gaining electron? How many electron? How many? One electron. Very good. One electron. So whenever it is giving away electron, remember we make an arrow pointing downwards like this. Whenever the atom is gaining electron, an arrow pointing towards itself, and below that electron and 2 over here, because there are two atoms. Is this very clear, my dear boys? Is this very clear? Okay. Now this 6 which you see over here, this 6 becomes the stoichiometric coefficient of iron, Fe plus 2. And this 1 becomes the stoichiometric coefficient of chromium, Cr2O7 minus 2. Am I clear? This you remember. This is an important technique over here. This is an important trick over here. The number of electrons taken by the chromium Cr plus 6, that 6 becomes the coefficient in front of Fe plus 2, and this 1 becomes the coefficient of Cr2O7. So this I will write in the next slide. Watch very carefully. So in the next step, what I am doing is I am writing Cr2O7 minus 2. 1 is over here, plus 6Fe plus 2 plus H plus 1, then 2Cr plus 3 plus Fe plus 3 plus H2O. Okay, H2O. Now we will compare the charges. Now we will compare what? We will compare the charges. We will compare the charges over here. It is very important to compare the charges also. Now, see. On the left hand side, this 6 plus 2, no? 6, and over here plus 2. Over here, 3 to the 6 plus 3. Okay, that is the number of charges over here. So now we have to balance. We have to balance the, what do you call, hydrogen. You have to balance the hydrogen, number of hydrogen. Okay, so to balance the hydrogen, what we can do is over here, if we put, if you look over here, this is 7. This is 7. Okay, oxygen is 7 minus 2. Over here 6 Fe plus 2 H plus 1. Now hydrogen needs to be balanced. Hydrogen needs to balance. So in order to balance, my dear boys, hydrogen, what is to be done? Can anybody give me a suggestion? How will you balance the hydrogen? Because here there is one hydrogen ion and here there is 2. If you put 2 over here, will the charges be balanced? Will the charges be balanced? No. Will it be balanced? Huh? Yes? Will it be balanced? Yes? Now check. Chromium is balanced too. All of you agree? All of you agree? Do you agree? Iron is this side 6. So we have to balance this 6 also. I'll put 6 over here. I'll put 6 over here. Now this reaction which I have given this question, this reaction is taking place in acidic medium because there is a proton over here. It is taking place in acidic medium. So that's why please note that if you look at over here oxygen, there are 7 oxygen atoms. In acidic medium, to balance oxygen, we have to put water on the other side. Water, there is already 1. So there are 7 oxygen. So I have to make this oxygen 7. So to make this oxygen 7, I have to put 7 in the front over here. I have to put 7 in the front. Are you getting it? In acidic medium, to balance the oxygen atoms, we must put water on the other side. We must put water molecules on the other side and make it 7 over here, because here there are 7 oxygen atoms. So I'll put 7 over here. But as soon as I put 7 over here, I find that oxygen is balanced both sides. But what about hydrogen? Hydrogen is 7 to the 14. So here it is only 1. So I'll put over here 14. Now the equation is balanced. Okay, so this we have done in 3 steps. We have done in 3 steps. I'll repeat this once more. Okay. So watch very carefully. The same example, I'll repeat it once more. Balance the following equation by oxidation number method. Dichromate ion plus Fe plus 2 plus H plus is giving chromium Cr plus 3 plus Fe plus 3 plus H2. So first step is write down the oxidation number of all the atoms above the symbols. This way. Write it. Chromium plus 6, oxygen oxide minus 2, iron plus 2, hydrogen plus 1, chromium plus 3, iron plus 3, hydrogen plus 1, oxygen minus 2. And see after that, which are the atoms undergoing changes in oxidation number. So if you look at chromium here and chromium here is plus 6, but here it is plus 3. So chromium is changing. It is decreasing from plus 6 to plus 3. That's why it is reduction. And if you look at iron, it is changing from plus 2, Fe plus 2 to Fe plus 3. It is increasing, so it is oxidation. Okay. So once we have got that, after that write the equation once more. And now balance the chromium, you can see. Balance the chromium. Here there is 2 chromium atoms, so here you put 2 Cr, 2 chromium atoms. Okay. Now once the chromium is balanced, now see, to make Cr plus 6 to Cr plus 3, how many electrons it must accept? So one chromium will accept 3 electrons. So since there are 2 chromium atoms, so I'll put multiplied by 2, I'll make it 6 electrons. And here iron 2, to make it iron 3, we have to remove, it has to give away 1 electron. So I write 1 electron over here, giving away. Now once we get this number of electrons accepted and given out, this becomes the coefficient, stoichiometric coefficient of the corresponding other ion. So this 6 comes over here, this 1 comes over here. Okay. So once we get that, on the next slide, I write 1 over here, 6 over here. At the same time, immediately I can put 6 over here also to balance Fe plus 3. So once the balancing, this part is done till here, then you check the other atoms. Now you check the oxygen, now you balance the oxygen and the hydrogen. You have to balance the oxygen and the hydrogen. So to balance oxygen in acidic medium, on the left hand side there are 7 oxygen atoms. So to balance oxygen atoms on the right hand side, we have to add water molecules. So how many water molecules to make it 7? I'll make this one water molecule as 7 water molecules. 6 more, that is 7 water molecules. Now after putting 7 H2O, I find that hydrogen has become 14. It has become 14. So I'll put 14 hydrogen on the left hand side, and then now the equation is balanced. So this method which I have taught you just now, it is called balancing of redox reactions by oxidation number method. Am I clear? Anybody got any question? Please ask. Anybody got any question? Please feel free to ask. Please feel free to ask. I can find only 40 boys today. Sriraj Pradhan, what happened to your face today? Sriraj Pradhan is there. What happened to your face? That is your original photo, Sriraj. Dorji Wangchuk Gurung also. Okay, never mind. Now, please try to put your own photos, no? Please try to put your own photos, because from the photos I'll come to know who is who, no? Are you getting my point? Okay. Anybody got any question? Please ask me. I'm waiting for another 4-5 seconds for your question. Anybody? Any question? No. Okay. So you have understood, all of you? Yes or no? Have you understood? Okay. Since you have understood, to make your understanding more clear, I will do one more example. One more example, balancing by oxidation number method. Okay. So balancing by oxidation number method, I will write the question. You also write the question. Balance by oxidation number. Balance by oxidation number method. This is the second example I am doing. Okay. Second example. The equation goes like this. Cu copper metal plus nitric acid concentrated HNO3 arrow, it is producing CuNO3 twice plus nitrogen monoxide plus water. So this is the equation, okay. Now as I have told you, to solve this, have you finished copying the equation? Boys, please be sincere. Please be sincere. Copy the equation. All of you, I want all of you to respond. Shall I proceed further? Okay, very good. I am very happy. Okay, good. Now you write down the equation once more. Cu plus HNO3 arrow, CuNO3 twice plus NO plus H2O. After writing the equation once more, what you do is you write down the oxidation number of the atoms, different atoms above their symbols. Like this copper is a metal, it is 0. Okay. In nitric acid, hydrogen write down +1, oxygen is -2. Okay, so and get the oxidation number of nitrogen mentally. Mentally, if you do it mentally, it becomes how much? 1 plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. 1 plus x plus minus 6 is equal to 0, because nitric acid is a molecule. So if you take the +1 and -6 the other side, it comes to +5. So nitrogen oxidation number is +5. Okay. On the right hand side, oxidation number of copper is +2, because 2 is over here. Nitrogen, it is again +5, and oxygen, it is -2. Okay. In nitric oxide, oxygen is -2, so this becomes +2. Okay. In water, hydrogen is +1, oxygen is -2. So the first step is always write down the oxidation number of the atoms, of all the atoms above the symbols in the chemical equation. Is this step clear, my dear boys? Is this step clear, my dear boys? Okay. Okay. Now the next step is you must check which are the atoms whose oxidation numbers are changing. Check. Copper, it is changing from 0 to +2. Am I correct? Am I correct, boys? Okay. So is it increasing or decreasing? Increasing. So that is what? Oxidation, no? That is what? Oxidation. Oxidation, loss of electron. Now which is the next element whose oxidation number is changing? Just see. Hydrogen is same. Oxygen is also same. Nitrogen from +5, it is becoming how much? +2. Nitrogen from +5, it is becoming how much? +2. Is it correct? Here it is same, no problem. But from your nitrogen, from +5 oxidation number, it is becoming +2. Yes or no? So is this change in oxidation number of nitrogen increasing or decreasing? It is decreasing. So I write over here decreasing. I write over here decreasing. So decreasing means what is it? Reduction or oxidation? It is reduction. It is reduction. So how is reduction possible, my dear boys? Tell me. How is reduction possible? By gain or loss of electrons? Very good. How is oxidation possible? How is oxidation possible? Very good. Okay. Now I'll proceed further and write the equation once more. I'm writing the equation once more. Cu plus HNO3 arrow, Cu NO3 twice plus NO plus H2O. Okay. I write the equation once more and write down the oxidation numbers of the given elements above the symbols. +5, -2, copper +2, nitrogen +5, minus 2, over here plus 2, over here minus 2, over here plus 1, over here minus 2. And now how many electrons does copper metal give away? It will give away 2 electrons to become Cu plus 2, correct? No? Copper metal to become Cu plus 2 oxidation state, it will have to give away 2 electrons. So I have written 2 electrons over here. And this nitrogen plus 5, how many electrons will it take inside to become N plus 2? How many electrons will it take? How many? 3 electrons. Am I clear? Am I clear, my dear boys? Am I clear? Now in the next step, don't you think this 3 has to be written over here? Yes? Yes or no? This 3 becomes the stoichiometric coefficient of the copper atom, and this 2 becomes the stoichiometric coefficient of nitric acid. And after making that, I will write the equation once more on the next slide. Cu plus HNO3, CuNO3 twice, plus NO plus H2O. So copper, the stoichiometric coefficient was 3. Nitric acid, the stoichiometric coefficient was 2. Okay. Now after this step, you balance the copper atoms on the other side. Since you have put 3 over here, put 3 here also. Put 3 here also. Okay. Put 3 on the other side, and now balance the other atoms. See. Nitrogen, it is 2 3s are 6. Nitrogen is 6. But your nitrogen is 2 only. Isn't it? Nitrogen is here also 1. Are you getting it? So nitrogen is 3 2s are 6. Nitrogen is 3 2s are 6 plus 1 is 7. So what I will do is I will put over here 2. I will put over here 2 to make nitrogen 2 plus 6 8. So that's why I will put over here on the left hand side 6 molecules of nitric acid, 6 HNO3, to balance everything, to balance nitrogen on both sides. After putting 6 molecules of nitric acid, now I will check the hydrogen and the oxygen. Hydrogen, it is 2 plus 6 is 8. Hydrogen is here is only 2. So here I will put how much? How much will I put over here on the right hand side? Tell me, boys. I'll put 4. After I put 4 over here, now I'll go for balancing oxygen. So oxygen is how much? 3 to the 6 plus 18. 6 3 is 18. 6 plus 18, how much? Tell me. 3 to the 6 plus 18 is how much? 24. Who is that 22? Okay, so there are 24 atoms of oxygen on the left hand side. So check the oxygen atoms on the right hand side. Here it is 4, here it is 2, 6. Over here 3 to the 6, 3 to the 18. So it is balanced now. So I write the overall balanced equation properly now. 3Cu plus twice HNO, not twice, 2 plus 6 is 8. So I'll put over here 8. 3Cu plus 8 HNO3 will give me 3CuNO3 twice plus twice NO plus 4H2O. So this equation is also balanced by the oxidation number method. Okay. So I have shown you, I have taught you how to balance 2 equations by this oxidation number method. Now I would like to give you some homework for you all to try. Okay, so better copy these equations down very carefully. Okay, number 1, balance the following equation, the following equation by oxidation number method. Okay, so I am writing down the equation. Equation is KMnO4, potassium permanganate plus H2SO4 plus H2C2O4. Putting an arrow, it is forming K2SO4 plus MnSO4 plus CO2 plus H2O. Okay, this equation is balanced by oxidation number method. This is the first one. Okay, this is the first one. And then one more I would like to give you, one more question I would like to give you to balance number two. Copy the question by oxidation number method. Equation is like this. Balance by oxidation number method. Okay, MnO4 minus 1. Okay, MnO4 minus 1 plus H2O2 plus H plus arrow Mn plus 2 plus H2O plus O2. Okay, so this is also the second one which you have to balance by oxidation number method. Okay, the first one is an chemical equation, the second one is it is in the ionic form. Okay, so follow the steps carefully. Go back and watch the video. Okay, when I send the video link in the YouTube and the WhatsApp group, just watch it carefully, then you can easily do this compulsorily by today. Okay, now it is almost time. Okay, now let me tell you, in the next class tomorrow, I'll be completing this chapter, and tomorrow I'll be teaching you how to balance chemical equations by the next method, which is called ion electron method. Okay, please remember that. Tomorrow I think I have a class with you. Do I have a class with you? Yeah, tomorrow I have a class with you. So tomorrow, what is the date today? Today is 6th. 6th of July. The homework for 6th of July is 2 balancing. Okay, 2 balancing, and I want all of you to respond. Whether you are able to do it or not, at least try and attempt. Whether you get the wrong answer is not important. Okay, but trying and getting something, that is more important. Okay, and then possibly please send me the working in the WhatsApp group only. Class 11 science group is there, no? You send me in the WhatsApp group only, so that I can at least see what you all are doing, whether you are learning or not. I'll be confirmed from there only whether you are learning whatever I am teaching in the class. Okay, now it is almost time, so I would like to end my class here, but before that, just hang on, because I need to record the attendance digitally. Okay, I can see there are good number of boys today in the class. Is it? Okay, I have downloaded the attendance list. Now you may leave the class. Thank you.